So you want the truck. You want the truck flat. That's why I parked the way I did. Because you don't want it leaning to one side or the other, or because the roller can slide one way or another. These bigger rollers usually don't have a problem climbing. It's just smaller ones that we have, smaller 3 to 5 ton rollers. This is apparently not a small roller. Let's get it pretty centered. Make sure you got weight distribution on for DOT. They'd love to pull you out over and give you a ticket. They're like a cash register, you know, those scales. That's all. Brakes on. Keys in there. Good. Pretty centered. Well, actually, could go over a little bit. There's a pin down there that locks it from articulating. You kind of want to get that pin to where it does lock. So, because it does pivot in the middle, and would be like a DOT violation if you don't chain that right there. 3 points of contact on the way down. Check your machine for loose stuff or stuff can fly off on the road. Looks good, it's clean. Kind of a bit too much space here. We could have moved it a little bit closer, but we're not going too far. It does have water in it, so make sure that you know that you put something up on top that's top heavy, makes the trailer top heavy. You go too fast around a corner, you can lose control. There you go. Pull the trailer in. Lock it. You see underneath, holds up the trailer. Right here, holds up the trailer. Tail. Now for all the walking around and training out. We'll speed through that process. Just need to make note that when you do chain from this part articulating, but you see how I put it against here, which was going to stop it from articulating. Walk or take too many steps. You want to carry as much stuff as you can with you so you don't have to keep coming back. I'm gonna use 6 binders on this just to show you that, you know, if you're gonna go long distance or you're going through some scales, you know, it's maybe a little bit overkill, but I need some toolboxes on this truck, as you can tell, because I don't like keeping my straps in here, but it's maybe not provided. I'm gonna have to buy my own. This is a pain in the ass dealing with this. See the binders right there. Tighten it, binder, and this thing lays in like that. Stops this from turning, which keeps this tight. I'll show you the pin right here, just to show you it. I doubt if it's going to go through. It might, but it's a little bit crooked. It goes through the bottom right here, and that locks it from articulating. Kind of save you from having to put extra chains here if you put this in here, but I'd have to go back up and straighten it out in order to make it work. So I'm just going to put the extra chain on here, and you could go all the way across. You could go from here through here and then all the way across with just one chain. Yeah, I put two, but everybody starts to learn how to do things their own way. After a while, after you pretty much learn how to do it the right way, then you can pick any way you want to do it. This is incorrect. You don't want this sitting up on this chain. It's a DOT thing. This should have more of a 45 going this way, but like I'm saying, I'm not going real far. And plus I'm going to put a couple extra chains on it anyways. Yes, my harness shouldn't be there. I know that. This is more of a 45-degree angle right here. Instead of going to this one, we're going to go back to this one. Always make sure your binder is going to lay in to where I was telling you before. This locks this. It doesn't hurt to, when you walk around, to check your binders, or double check them, or triple check them. Keep your hands moving always as you walk around. Save time. Save energy. We could switch it up just to kind of show you. If I went over here and I grabbed this and pulled it a little further, just to know this is not an exact science. You know, I don't keep my chains like this. I had a helper this morning, and he did that, kind of showing him what to do. And believe me, that's one of the things we're going to tell him, don't ever do that again, because I do not like dealing with this spaghetti mess. It just makes it hard, hurts your muscles, makes the day go longer, and we all want to go home. You see the difference here to the other side? The only problem is that when this thing gets laid down, this binder here, it's not going to lay down onto the deck. It's going to lay down on the chain, so we're going to have to flip it around. Okay? Flip that around. See this little rear here? This would be always facing towards the inside when it's going to lay down. You'll know that before you start chaining, so you don't waste a bunch of time